Okay, you guys, if I'm back on, that means there's fish in the river. That's why I quit the fishing report because there was no fishing to be had. I mean, there was probably ocean, but it was blown out too. So, guys, it's a new year. I hope that everybody had the most blessed Christmas ever, you guys. I did. My family was around me. I just really, really enjoyed myself. The granddaughter led me all around the house. She learned how to open up Christmas gifts. Those videos, I just absolutely loved them. So, okay, so off to business. Guys, it's a new year and new things are happening. So, I don't know if you noticed or not, but In and On the Net and God Said Fishing have done a collaboration. That collaboration is for the media, for you guys, so that we can get out, share some of the wealth with you guys. Hello, Mr. McAllister. Share some of the wealth with you guys, have some adventures with you guys. So that's In and On the Net. He went out and did sort of a game show, fishing adventure with you guys. And I shared it everywhere. Hi, Jeff. Uh, Yep, $100 catch fish in 3 minutes, which we'll be adjusting that. I'll round back to that later because that was a little short. So, and everybody responded, and we're going to listen to you. So, guys, just a lot of things, exciting things are happening. So, collaborations. Okay, so that's the first part of the collaboration, and In and On the Net was is in now. You guys, I'm telling you, what's coming up is going to be extraordinary. Wilson, Mr. Flanders, welcome in. You guys, I'm glad to be back. There's actually fish to be caught. I don't know if you've seen the videos, the pictures that we posted. Those are all fresh fish, you guys. So if that river's been high, you need to go fishing. It's on the drop. I heard some of the other rivers are just not doing as well because they didn't get as much rain as we did. But oh my God, I had to run up and grab a bunch of salmon eggs from tomorrow this morning, and I couldn't even get to them till later. I'm that kind of busy. So, guys, exciting things are happening with the collaborations. In and On the Net, that's going to be a series that's going to be run throughout the year. The polls for the kids that you saw given away, there is a GoFundMe. In and On the Net, if you'll let them know where that's at. And then, of course, we'll kick in gear for those kids too. But those adventures are going to go throughout the state, you guys. And as well as In and On the Net has a fishing report that is freaking unbelievable, you guys. He literally takes the zones and tells you what the water levels are on those zones. So we sort of need a sponsor for that because that takes time and it takes time to create. So I'm thinking about going to go talk to a few of the boat builders and see who wants to sponsor that. But there's also another collaboration that you guys are going to be real happy that this happened. Hang on. Okay. So I want to tell a quick story though. So I was complaining to the people at the plunking shack. They're using our core shot worms and catching fish. Um, and I was complaining. I said, "You guys never take a picture of a fish once you catch it." And I said that not only enters you in the contest, in order to be able to, win the big box at the end of the year, um, but it helps to let people know that we're catching fish with our baits. So I have my GoPro on my chest. Sure enough, fish on. Literally, the fish is right in front of me. I go down. There's two lines that are tangled up. So I'm going, okay, we're going to have a problem here. So I go down and I grab the net. Guess what? I forgot to turn the GoPro on, you guys. And that fish was no further from me to that back wall, jumping all over the place. So, okay, so I'm not going to complain about that anymore. Oops. I understand. But guys, if you could take pictures and send them in with the baits that are now going to be available to you, we would appreciate it. It helps us to let people know that the baits that we're making catch fish. Okay, so collaborations in and on the net has been done. Now I want to talk about CBs. Okay, you guys, and this is just one of their clusters that they have. This man has been making fishing bait for over 50 years. When Les Davis, all of the other companies, okay, he was around and we're not working with them, but working around them, and he knows them all. So the guides, all the rest of that, have brought him along to build up his sites, right? And his equipment that he has. He's the one that got me to get the lead perfect, helped me get the powder coating perfect, and all of the rest of that. Because that man has 50 years worth of fishing experience, you guys. And these sea beads, I don't know if you guys have seen them or not, but that's Kurt Schultz. And the guides absolutely love his beads, you guys. And the pictures that I'm seeing coming out from the guys, there are freaking tanks in those rivers, okay? We're not going to blow up rivers because everybody gets mad at us. But you'll sort of get the drift as we're going. We'll say south, north, middle, just to sort of give you guys an idea. And that's where in and on the net now, let you guys know some of the areas that we'll be in, okay? This one right here is the one on the website that everybody goes for, right? This man built this bead and he goes, Kurt, nobody ever buys it. So I just fish it and I catch all kinds of fish with it. So, guys, you need to pay attention when I tell you he makes a 3 to 4 color bead. All right. And when I'm telling you that that one is catching fish, you need to pay attention. So then I wanted to say, these are all orders that are going out, you guys. Okay. So they'll go out tomorrow. I tried to pull the picture up of the Killer Queen jig, but if you go to Kurt Sandin on Facebook, you'll see where it says C&K jig. Well, if you look down below, it says the Killer Queen. And Kurt and I decided that that's probably the best one to name the bead, and everybody absolutely loves it, you guys. I have drugged that thing through everything. It's got to be the toughest jig head and the prettiest bead, and the fish absolutely love it. So I was in the shop today in the bait lab shooting up stuff for that. Brandon, welcome in. Float Samurai, welcome in. So guys, I was up there today and doing that, right? Shooting up these guys right here, which I'm not going to show a whole lot of these because of the crossover. But I'm telling you that blood vein, it's a hot bead. So in this crossover with all of these other companies that stuff gets copied, I'm just decided that now I'm not going to do it that way. If you're a customer of Godsent Fishing, you'll have access to these blood veins. And let me tell you something. I talked to Ty Wyatt about these, and I really want to name them after Ty because Ty was the first to really come out with these contrasts, you guys. And so I'm gonna talk to him some more, and I'm gonna make a bead specifically for him because that's respect, and that needs, that's been earned. That man's done so much for our fishing industry. So guys, in all of those crossovers, I'm telling you that Killer Queen jig, you guys are gonna like that too. So it frees me up when he's already making hi Hitch by Hitch. Welcome in, brother. It was really nice meeting him the other day. That's a cool dude. So Yep, the blood vein is a very custom bead for Godsent. They take a lot of work to make. They are not easy to make. But I'm just not gonna. There's one picture of one of them up on the Facebook, and you guys can get the just from that. I had lots of Kurt. Can you do this color? Can you do that color? Yes, I can do those colors. And yes, those will be out there for you guys. When you're a return customer with Godsent, you'll have access to these blood veins, as well as the other stuff that's coming. The sea beads, because that he's busy with the stores that he has already and the guides that he has already. So I actually will go down and help him shoot, so that we can make up more, so that we can have them in the store at the lower part of the Alsea River, you guys. And as well as I wanted to ask you guys a question. Skylar, Coho, welcome in. Guys, I wanted to ask a question. So I see the bead boxes, the guide boxes, and all of these things that are being going out, right? And I know that you guys like to buy them. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to invite you to PM me on Facebook and say, Kurt, can I get an appointment to look to build a box? The reason why I'm doing that is that, guys, I have beads that you've never seen before. They go to different rivers and they just slay. So what I want to do is I want you, because there's not a color in the industry that I don't have, literally. And then I can make colors too, plus the new stuff that we just brought in. So we'll do the custom orders, but I've got a bunch of those shot. So I want to ask you to come in. If you're a customer of Godsent Fishing or Sea Beads, come in, private message us on Facebook. We will help you build that box. What I want to do is don't even put it in the fancy bag. I want to put it into a clear plastic bag, put your separate beads separate. You guys go down, buy your waterproof box. I will ship to you that day after we get done with that. And then you'll just get the bags. You can go and save the money on the box, because shipping that box is like 15 to 20 bucks, you guys. That pays for the box. Shipping the beads and the worms, the jigs, all of those things is so much less expensive, so that you guys get the most bang for your buck. So if you guys will leave me messages in the comments later, I will read them at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still on that kick. I will read them in the morning to let me know which way to go with those. And I would appreciate it. But guys, I'm telling you what, I'm really, really happy about the collaborations that have been made. These people, Josh from In and On the Net, he's been doing this for 18 years or longer, you guys. Kurt Schultz has been in the bait industry, fishing industry. He's a guide and a charter captain and a bait maker. I mean, extraordinary, you guys. This guy kicks my butt, and I'm pretty damn good. So what's coming for you guys throughout the whole season, right, is going to be in your benefit, because that you'll not only save with us, but you'll also get the top quality product that you deserve when you pay for it. And like I said, just about the PMing and building the boxes. Guys, I'm telling you, do it that way. You can go to the website. I'll keep all the normal colors up there. Oh, we're doing the video, and if you guys watch the video, everybody's using a particular bead or a particular color. And if you watch the video through later, the pink lady, once again, at the beginning of the season, at the end of the season, just a great color for the steelhead. That switches, it goes to the magma, it goes to this, goes to that. That's what the Monday night report's about. Because that we're doing steelhead fishing, It's a little bit harder to say, yeah, they're catching a bunch of fish here, they're catching a bunch of fish there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain to you what color they're on, and where to get that color of that bead. Okay, you guys? That way we're not blowing out our rivers and nobody's getting pissed off at us. We want everybody to have a good steelhead season. We are dedicated to the steelhead nation. And once again, you guys, um, you know, we're just here to serve, right? I really want you guys uh, to really be looking. So Josh has now gone from YouTube to Facebook, and Josh, that was cool. So now you can get on both, and I want you guys to know that you can cross over from both if we have a problem with our transmission. Um, so anyway, well, Bryce just joined us, and I got to fish with Bryce. You guys, he was on vacation, and let me tell you something. I just had a blast with that young man. He didn't one hole me though. So he goes. He never once told me. He goes, "Hey, I'll bet you I'd catch a fish and cast and come sit right next to me." Right? He never did that this time. Bryce, you need to go back to that because it makes me laugh and it's funny as hell. So anyway, you guys, the collaborations on January the 1st, Joshua Pardee on In and on the Net. I'm hoping has time because he is working hard. He's got 5 children, you guys, and plus he's having to work like 3 jobs. Let's get him doing the fishing reports, get him doing the videos. Let's get him some sponsors. If you guys know anybody that wants to sponsor somebody that has years worth of knowledge to get information out there, tell them to call Josh. And that's In and on the Net. But these clusters right here, okay, so um, I have not used them myself. I've used the smaller ones for trout and they work awesome. So if anybody knows, I know that certain rivers, these work good. Guys, they're bigger. So let me know what you think about these, because that I'm thinking about doing something very special with these. Okay, so once again, it'll be the innovation instead of the imitation, right? Um, oh, and so Bryce just corrected me. He goes, I bet I can catch a fish in one cast. So he does this. He makes me laugh every time. So he does that to me all the time, you guys. And sometimes he does catch a fish in one cast. I will have to say that. That kid has just got something with it. Uh, Okay, so Jeff, thank you. Those are actually for the students. I'm traveling tomorrow down south to go pick up more beads for those students because that it was a matter of getting all of that together so that we could support those high school students in that extracurricular activity of chasing unicorns and being dedicated to the Steelhead Nation. The Sandy River, you guys, Sandy River Steelhead and Salmon chapter challenges their students in high school to go out and fish. So we've been putting together a lot of stuff, you guys, so that we can get that sent to them. Although I think that Jeff is going to come down. Um, yeah, I know I haven't caught a fish in 2 days. Actually, I did. I caught 2 wilds. Um, but Jeff is going to come down, so I'm pretty much sure that he'll get some time in the shop to get up the stuff that he needs. Uh, oh, yeah. Okay, so now, Mr. Flanders, if you guys are paying attention to the text in the YouTube, he just gave you guys a big tip, which I'm surprised he actually let that out. There's a bead that Kurt Schultz makes, and it's called the Wilson's 50/50. And let me tell you something, all the way across the board, salmon, steelhead, trout is just a killer bead. I don't care what river you're on. That's just how much knowledge that all of these men. the Flanders family's been fishing all their lives too. So that combination of knowledge came together. Yeah, that's and I do believe that there's a worm now too, Mr. Flanders, and I think you just got it. So, Mr. Peacock, welcome in. Where are them new beads at? Okay, so are you talking about this one is the shrimp, I think, neutral buoyant sea bead. This is the cluster that's new. And these guys right here. So there's a ton of new beads. So, like I said, the blood veins, I'm keeping private. I'm not showing those now because there's just too much crossover, which is copying. So I'm just not going to share them. If you're a client, I see, he knows. Michael knows. Michael's a guide. So Michael knows what these are. That contrast came from Ty Wyatt, you guys. And Ty Wyatt's been in the fishing industry, a guide, fighting for our rights, all the rest of that for at least 25 years, right? And he was in the Bead Bible and said, contrast is what you need. And I'm like, okay, so this is a really and inspired by Ty Wyatt. Let me tell you something. They're just freaking wicked. That's why I'm not showing them. I don't have to. I'll just fish them myself. They're that good, you guys. So those collaborations, those things that are happening, the stinger bead is now being put on a jig. And let me tell you something. First off, the jig head, the colors that are on there, you're not going to find anywhere else except from the collaboration that just happened here. Kurt Schultz makes those. They're very special. He's the one that supplies all of the jig heads for the shad. He backed off because he's getting a little bit older. And, when you're making 400,000 jig heads, that takes some work, you guys. But that knowledge of that has gone into the jig heads, the hooks, the tying of them on. I'll be down there tomorrow morning with him just for a short time because I'm slammed as well. So, Mr. Flanders, once again, I'm not going to see you, but I've got to get this done. I'm running the stinger beads down to him and his colors as well as ours so that he could tie up some jigs. And for all of these orders that are going out, okay, all of these, you guys will receive one of the Killer Queen jigs as well as something just a little bit special. So I guess if you guys order before January 1 and it's over $20, I will throw in one of the Killer Queen jigs. All right. And we've got some of Kurt's colors. That pattern, Michael Jackson pattern. I'll have that all shared up what it's going to be because we've got a couple of different ones, and I'm sure that the Killer Queen, those colors will have different names. So I'll share them up here probably tomorrow afternoon. So be looking for that on my story. You shared the live, Bryce? Thank you. You guys could actually share the lives around to your groups. And let me tell you something, they're going to get to enjoy the adventure that we just did. You want to know something, you guys? Those guys had a really good time. Now we have to adjust. It was our first one. Josh had a blast. The guys that participated had a blast. I had a blast. I was behind the camera and I'm trying, as you guys know, I was trying to keep my mouth shut. Sometimes I just got to say something. But for the most part, I wanted to make sure that we got the best for you guys for the adventures. So the last guy, I think Josh just made another video. Josh is standing there with his polarized glasses on, right? And the guy throws out a lure, and this big head just comes up, man. She was a monster, Josh said. I missed it because I was busy watching the camera. And she chased it all the way to the shore. and he was reeling too slow or something. She just didn't take it, but she was a beast. And the pictures that I got from Kurt Schultz of the steelies that those guys are catching, oh man, just tanks, you guys. Uh, okay. Hit it on the net. Okay, so yeah, he's got a big old long. That's the I'm telling you guys, he can type this stuff up so fast. That's just not me. So, guys, I'm glad that the Monday night is back up. I'm really looking forward to this season. Like I've told you before, if you're in the chats, okay, you guys, and now he's back on in and on the net. That's cool, Josh. So if you guys are in the chats, this is where you want to share that information or invite somebody to go fishing with you or ask them to invite yourself to go fishing with them. This way, we're not blowing out anybody's rivers. And the video stuff will be done by us. And trust me, you're probably not going to know where we're at because we're going all over the place. All right. So this way you guys can communicate amongst yourselves and then go and join the different people. And if it's all of you guys, trust me, you're gonna find some really good people in here. And if there's a problem, I'm sure it'll get aired out on here on the chat. So, and that's what that's for, you guys. All right. So, does anybody have any questions for this big mouth? Because I just yacked on because I'm all excited too. It's steelhead season, guys. It's time to go chase unicorns and show the dedication to the Steelhead Nation. So, in and on the net, you guys, he's asking for the subscription to the YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, his ability to edit, do videos, all the rest of that is amazing. If you're a guide and you need footage of you taking clients down the river and what that's going to be like, you need to contact In and On the Net. I'm telling you, you'll be very impressed with the video. Your past customers will be impressed with the videos, and your new customers will be impressed with the videos. Josh and I have worked together for over 4 years. We finally pulled the trigger and said, nope, we're in a collab together from here on out. CNC Beads. That man is a charter captain out of Charleston, you guys. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to catch the record ling with him this year because he knows where to go catch them. And I'm going to pull out a 51, 52 pound lingcod. I'm going to put it on the scale. You guys are going to see it on the video, and then I'm going to release that fish. Okay. And I'll guarantee you that I end up catching that state record ling. I don't care what the state says. I just care about what our fishermen go out and catch. I did the grocery run with him. So if you guys want to see the boat, just go back to the video and you'll see the grocery run. Ty, Ty, you came in. I'm so glad you did. So Ty, let me tell you something. This bead right here, that is just absolutely freaking wicked. Probably the best work that I've done, but this was inspired by you, sir. That contrast and what you created in that bead Bible 20 years ago, I think it was, that came out. Ty, if you want some of these, sir, you just call me and I'll send you any color you want in these, and we will get onto a live. I will do the red and black for you that you have inside of that. I will do this. And thank you so much for doing that for us. The Ty guy, I had such a hard time. I was like, okay, let's call it the Ty something, right? He'll pick the one that he wants and then he'll name it. There we go. So, guys, I'm telling you, the Killer Queen is coming out. The other things are coming out. The Pink Lady is the bead right now. So it doesn't have to be the Pink Lady. If you've got other pink beads, that looks similar, you can go to God Sent Fishing. It's right there on the bottom of the screen and see if you have a similar pink bead. I'm telling you, throughout the rivers, that pink right now is what they're on. Okay. So enjoy. Let's catch a bunch of fish. Let's take pictures. But most importantly, let's enjoy eating them. You know, my favorite, right? I eat them, and I've just been catching wilds too. I have not caught, no, yeah, I did. I caught one keeper, but it was too small. But I've been catching wilds, and I don't know if it's the style because I've really been jigging. I don't know if it's the style or just where I was at because I knew where the main run was. I went up to the hatchery and I really did try to catch fish. I was just jerking off. I ran the spinning Joe and got it snagged up and threw my line over other people's line, got tangled up in other people's line, and enjoyed every minute of it. It was so much fun. So that's what I've been doing with myself, but very privately. I've been going down the river into that walking water. I threw the spinning Joe. I did the drift, which you guys can see. Jordan put that video up a while ago of how to set that up. And Ty, to answer the question, see, even Ty is saying that it was hot, you guys. I'm telling you, I've seen this from all the rivers. The pink is the color. Um, Ty, to answer the question about the hook spinning with the spinning Joe, he had the wrong beads on. So, but I tried both, and guess what? It didn't seem to make a difference. When the fish hit it, he stopped it, right? So it, as the hook was set, because it's right there, the hook's in the mouth. I got one in the upper and one on the side. So it didn't seem to matter for if it was going sideways or not. So if it was spinning. So if you don't have the right glass bead to put on there, then there's that. And I came up with the new style of the hollow core lead. I ran that up my braid. So I put the braid through the hollow core and I just made it different lengths, right? And let me tell you something. The other people were snagging up like crazy. I wasn't snagging up. And so I'll do the video on that for you guys. It was just happened to be that happenstance stupid shit that actually works. Oh, sorry. That stupid stuff that actually worked, you guys. It's just because I'm out experimenting. So I'll show you that. But if you have hollow core lead, just take your braid and I put the black pin marker to it. And then I just slid that braid through there, put a bead on there, put it to my swivel, and put my spinning Joe on there and drift fish that thing everywhere. If I lost anything, it was the leader, not the lead, because the lead did get hung up. And I'm telling you, the way that it responded through the water, I think you guys are going to like that. So there's a little tip for you. Okay, so Ty is telling us that a 3.5 Maglip chrome body, blue and blue butt. I'm not going to say the rest of it. You need to read it in the report. But that's a guy right there that for Christmas Day, Ty, I hope you posted those pictures. I mean, he's holding tags too. There is a bunch of big fish in you guys. And if you're not fishing, then you're just wishing. And you should be going fishing because I'm telling you, there's fish everywhere. I was at the Plunket Shack today. I had to go pick up a bunch of eggs. I was at the Plunket Shack. I get there, there's two fish hanging on the wall, and there's two other fish that went. So it doesn't matter if you're plunking, doesn't matter if you're drift fishing, doesn't matter if you're jig fishing, bobber fishing, egg fishing. If you're in the right spot, there's a lot of fish. So, guys, you want to know something? I sort of wanted to hang around and let you guys communicate a little bit too. So don't forget that, and we would like some suggestions on that jig. So when you guys see the stinger bead on there, the jig head, and the feathers, if you guys have some suggestions about that, we would appreciate it, so that we can help make a product that will work for you guys on your rivers. And because we know that colors do change on there. And thank God that we actually have a solid color that's working throughout the systems, you guys. That's rare. So, right now we're lucky. Take advantage of that. And that A run, man, did they shoot up. They just came in. The first high water, whoop, up they came. So they were ready. That water is still warm out there in that ocean, and they're trying to escape that right now. So they're like, yeah, fresh water. Oop, I'm gone. All right, guys. Any other stuff, guys? I'm just telling you that the fishing is just extraordinary. Um, I'm real excited about the new video. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Um, so did the fishermen. So we'll definitely be doing that again. In and on the Net has a site, a GoFundMe site for the fishing rods for the kids. So if you guys want to do that or support the channel by becoming a subscriber so that we can keep him. See, what's happening is he's having to work 3 jobs, and I'm sorry that I'm blasting that out there. So I'm sorry that I blasted it out there, but this man has a talent. He's built many stations, built many a good video. So definitely, you guys. Um, let's do what we can to get him full time on the editing, because what's going to come out of that is going to be extraordinary. So Brian Cohen said, "Where are the fish?" Okay, I'll let you guys answer that one. But Brian, I will say this: if your river went up and it's on the drop, those are the rivers that you want to look for right now. And let me tell you something: that A run, if that river went up and it's on the drop, there's a fish in there for sure. Okay, so Ty brings up a really good point, that we need to collect the wild fish, get them into the tank, and call to your hatchery to get that stock back up there so that they can get that wild and hatchery mix. I don't care what you say about it. That's what they're asking for. If we show that support, they'll show that support back to us, you guys. Because as you guys know, I can open up a can of whoop ass, especially politically. But I don't want to. I'd rather work with them, even though it's not the perfect system and our race just went up and yeah, we're all griping. But you know what? Let's try to turn the table. Let's try it and see. We'll give it a year. Let's see what happens. Maybe it might just work. Um, did I should oh, you know what? I think for the live, Bryce, I put 2 of those fish that were up there. They had the blood and stuff on them because they're bleeding them up there. But there was one probably about 9 and one about 10. So and then they had a couple of wilds there too, which is that Fall Creek one. And they didn't put our tanks there yet. We could have put 2 wilds in that tank just today. So um, so guys, uh, uh, you know, I'm glad that you guys are chatting in amongst the group there. And don't forget that, you've got some really, really people that have been in this industry for a very long time inside of this chat. I would hit them up if, especially if they want to talk. That's not going to hurt you any at all. So, enjoy your guys' chats. I'm just real excited that we get to go because there's a lot of fish. If there's not a lot of fish, then why do this, right? I'm just sitting here yakking, but there's a lot of fish. So you guys should be sharing that information. Um, I know I talked to Joshua Pardee this morning in and on the net. I said, are you going to do that fishing report of the river levels throughout the whole state? And yes, he's going to. And as soon as he does, we'll go get a sponsor for that one so that he can afford to keep putting that up. So, to answer your question there, hang on, let me go back to him. I think it was Conway. Let's see if I can drag it up. Okay, yeah, here we go. Brian Cowan. So, Brian, to answer your question, I would definitely subscribe to In and on the Net and watch that report because he'll sort of show you in the report for each river where it went up and where it's going down. And I've caught steelhead on the up, but not as much as I have on the down. So I would actually watch that report that he puts out, and that'll give you a really good indication of where to go fishing so that we're not blowing out everybody's rivers, you guys. So I think that that's the way that we're going to handle that this year. And if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. All right, you want to know something? What a blessing. You guys, you know what? And just to have the people that were in here tonight, you guys, I'm blessed. My heart is warmed. Thank you. I hope that this was informative. I hope that you like what's going on. The new video, In and on the Net, want to win $100. Let me tell you something. Those prices have already gone up. We've got some sponsorships from some guides and from some charter companies that said, yeah, we'll donate into that. So that prize has already started to go up. So I can foresee this becoming quite something for you fishermen out there. All right, everybody. This is God Sent Fishing saying happy hooking. Thank you for joining us tonight. What a great conversation we had. Everybody, please be blessed. I do have to say this. A very dear friend of mine passed on Christmas Eve. Dale Flounder or McBride, one of the first people I fished with in Oregon, and has just been there with us. I have a video of us out with Dustin Boatwright that Dale actually brought up and kept him fishing, kept his information, kept his love of fishing going. Has passed, and it was quite the shocker, you guys. So as we get these white hairs, these are the things that happen, but this one was unexpected. The fishing world took a loss today. So with that, I'm going to sign off and say good night, everybody. Have a good one.